And I noticed, which you said as well, as you said in the book, that you're not interested in marriage either. Do you want to dive a bit more into why you're not interested in marriage? Because I think our viewers would like to hear that more.
In the case of marriage, it's just never been on my to-do list. I've never thought about like, oh, marriage. Okay, yeah, it comes with having kids or whatever. It's like I don't care. I don't want kids. I don't. It's like what? Why is this a thing I need to do? It's never. It's not something for me, if you will. It's I get it's something for other people, and I'm not going to take that away from them. But for me personally, it's not the me thing. It's not the Milky Way, if you will.
Hey, the Milky
It's
Way.
it's just it's just not for me, if you will. It's if that makes sense. It's basically it. Really.
Yeah, I don't want marriage. There was a time when I did want marriage and I was engaged years ago, to be married years ago, and that just didn't work. But I just think it's so difficult because people change in life. I've learned through my own experience of being in relationships that people change. And if you're tied into a contract with someone and that person changes or the dynamic just doesn't work out anymore, not only have you got the heartbreak of having to like leave that relationship, which can be devastating, you've also got all that financial burden of getting solicitors and all the conversations you don't really want to have with your ex when it's painful. Do you know what I mean? They might have moved on and seeing someone else. And I just think it's in terms of like heartbreak, it's prolonging the heartbreak, if you know what I mean, and prolonging the pain, and it's a financial burden, extra stress that I just don't think's good. So from a romantic point of view, sometimes even now I think, oh, wouldn't it be nice, Sandra, to find the right guy? And from a romantic point of view, be married to them for the rest of your life, or like in the romantic movies. But I'm like, we're not in a romantic movie, we're in reality. And reality can be a lot more harsher. And there's a lot of people that get married, they get divorced because they just realize they're not compatible anymore, or they change and then they become uncompatible, or something else happens, one of them cheats. And as an asexual person myself, I have been cheated on in the past, which I think was to do with the fact that I didn't really want sex. I wasn't really interested in it. So because I wasn't having sex, then they sought that elsewhere. But also I don't think those guys were particularly good guys anyway for me. So I think their character wasn't great. So that's probably got something to do with it as well. But if I have a partner and they really want sex, then I would rather not be with that partner than have a relationship with someone who's having sex with someone else, because I'm fiercely monogamous.